Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is TheBrokenMachine. This is Dragon's Teeth, this game Rush on Sunken Dragon. Probably one of my favourite maps out of the new DLC. Dragon's Teeth has been out for about a week now. It's pretty good. I'm actually really enjoying it. What do you guys think of it? Seems to be a lot of complaints on the forum saying there's not enough vehicles, but you know, that's pretty much the whole point of this map pack. It's mainly infantry based. Rush works pretty well, Chainlink works pretty well on 24 players. I've heard some complaints about it being on the higher numbers, not really having much of a flow, but I don't really know much about that, but on 24 players it works pretty well. I do think they need to up the time limit though. I think it's a little short, and there's one particular assignment associated with Chainlink where you have to bring pull a comeback on 50 tickets or less, basically, and apparently it's pretty impossible. I've not really played enough Chainlink to see if I can pull it off, but yeah, it seems pretty impossible for a lot of players right now. Maybe it is just completely impossible. But anyway, so in this gameplay I'm running the Gull and the Deagle with the same camo. I do like this camo, it's very nice. I'm playing very aggressively. I'm playing in a sort of aggressive Recon playstyle that seems to be all the rage these days. I like to think my gameplay is aggressive in this one. There's a lot of aggressive gameplay out there that is, well, it's not particularly aggressive. So I'm pushing in with the Gull here. This guy taking 2 no scopes, get a nice little quick scope on that one. 180-degree turn, another nice little quick scope there. More of a drag scope even. And I arm the MCOM and I'm gonna go pushing in. So the enemy, pretty much the defenders, they spawn behind this building over here, this massive building here. Well, sort of around that building. So most of the traffic is going to be coming from that direction. And this area here is actually quite difficult to take. I don't know about you guys, but if you play this on Rush quite a lot, you'll notice that often the defenders will get stuck in the spawn and they'll have a tough time pushing in. My advice for that is, this map you pretty much just have to, just go for it. Take your chances and just get in there. It's very close quarters orientated kind of gameplay going on. You don't want to be messing about, but if you do get stuck in that spawn, I've got a video coming soon. I'm going to show you a little sort of flanking route that is, it can be really helpful if you're stuck in that spawn area. So both of those MCOMs have been taken, so we're pushing up to the next set. Now these ones, the enemy does spawn pretty much right behind them, just behind the stairs on the opposite side of the map, as you can see here. So pretty much you need to take over this area. You do eventually get an LEV. It doesn't spawn in straight away, which is quite strange. It might just be on PS3, but definitely I think it takes like a minute or two just to spawn in. I don't know if that's intentional. It may be due to balance issues. Try and keep the game more infantry orientated rather than the LEV just storming in and doing some serious damage. So for these 2 MCOMs, my advice is to take Bravo first and then push into A. The reason I'd say that is Bravo is quite tricky. It's very out in the open, so it's always a good idea to try and get that one first, because the defender's going to have a much easier time. I'm not too sure what this guy is doing here. Let's pop him off with the Deagle. If you do go for the Alpha MCOM, it's always a good idea to try and hold the left side, and then all the enemies are going to be spawning in from the right, and you'll be able to control the flow of the map much easier. So that's my advice for those. So we've managed to take both of them. Still pushing in with the Recon class, Gull Sniper, Deagle Secondary. I'm actually really enjoying this map pack, for the aggressive Recon and just aggressive gameplay in general. There's a lot of just aggressive gameplay action able to be played on these. I think it's a nice change. Dragon's Teeth is a nice change. It's a breath of fresh air even. I was a little bit skeptical about infantry only maps after seeing Close Quarters in the Close Quarters DLC in Battlefield 3. Personally, I kind of liked it, but the flow, it just wasn't right. The maps were just I wasn't too keen on them, and the spawns were awful. The spawns in Close Quarters were so bad. And then we had the suppression, of course, which was much worse in Battlefield 3, and I've got to be honest, that suppression irritated the hell out of me in Close Quarters. you'd just be running along trying to shoot some guy and then they'd just start spraying. Oh god, it was just terrible. And you know, they were missing. Like I was missing there, it took me a bunch of shots there on that guy. Completely missed that guy. And that one again, I've got to say right there, you can't really see it, but the aim assist in this game gets stuck on so many targets. It's really quite frustrating. I've got a gameplay in the archives just ready to be commentated on, where I play without aim assist on the sniper rifles. So I'm going to upload that soon. I actually much prefer it. Just in this guy, I just left it on because I just had it on and just completely forgot to turn it off. But when I am playing sniper, I do tend to turn the aim assist off because it hinders your gameplay more than it helps it. Nice little fakey shot on that guy. You know, turn the corner, make him think I'm still running, then come around the corner, ADS, take the guy out. Pretty simple technique, but very effective in those close quarters type of engagements. So this is the final MCOM. This is a very nice, pretty part of the map. I'm actually really enjoying this section of the map. I think it's the epitome of what Rush should be. It's the defenders have this sort of area that is very well contained. It's very easy to hold, essentially hold all the areas to get in, and the attackers have to push their way through and take over it and hold it themselves. I think it's a really nice area. I think that's how Rush should be. You know, it should be about trying to sort of infiltrate an enemy base, if you will. I think that's what Rush is. I think that's what really works well in Rush, is what I'm trying to say. Some of the maps in Battlefield, you know, they're just a bit hit and miss, but I think this one is definitely a classic Rush map, or I think it will be seen as a classic Rush map. There seems to be a lot of complaints about that first set of MCOMs, but I think that's down to people's playstyles. You know, you have to just find yourself in that. You just have to find a way of trying to get in there and push in and just, you know, take your chances. These map packs, you know, don't get caught up in the slow moving push and start type of gameplay that seems to plague like maps like Metro. That's pretty much push and start, kind of, you know, pushing in a little bit, check the area, pushing a little bit more. You know, this map and this map pack in particular, you know, you just want to get in there. Don't think too much about it. Just get the basics, look at the mini maps, see where the enemies are, and just get in there. So that is the end of the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I do believe I am MVP. Where is the scoreboard? Here's the scoreboard. Yes, 25-4 MVP with the goal and the deagle. I actually really enjoyed that game while I was playing. I'm really enjoying these map packs. Deagle might be a little bit overpowered, but I don't know. It's very powerful in the right hands, but it's certainly, you can't spam it like you can with the other weapons. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Please leave me a like if you don't mind. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.